First, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I'm Michael Bond, School Board President. I'm basically going to talk about 5 different points. The first point is there's a change for governance structure. Is it needed in the MPS? I would say no. Currently, 2/3 of the board members are new board members. Thousands of voters went to the poll in April 2007 and April 2009 and elected a new board. And this current board has restored over $100 million back into the classroom and put in probably more accountability measures in the MPS since 1992. People talk about the status quo. The status quo in Milwaukee Public School is on its way out. This board has put in unprecedented resources into the classroom in less than 2.5 years. I would challenge anyone in the state to identify a school board that has put over $100 million back into the classroom, restoring art, music, fire ed, duplicating successful programs, IB programs. We currently lead the nation in Project Lead the Way. When I came on the school board in 2007, there were 7 Project Lead the Way in MPS that stand for STEM, science, technology, engineer, and math. MPS currently lead the nation now with 21 programs. The current board has added 14 Project Lead the Way programs in 2 years, where now Milwaukee leads the nation in the number of females and minorities in Project Lead the Way. This board has put in more checks and balances on contracts and how contracts are issued. This board has put in more resources into neighborhoods throughout the city. But what's important, this board has faced the hard issues directly. The major financial issues in the districts are busing. This current board passed a resolution to cut massive busing by $20 million. We currently spending $61 million a year to bus kids from one side of town to another side of town, and the end result is a D+ average at the high school and remain a segregated school. This board decided to cut $20 million. As of today, we have cut $6 million. Another major issue in the district is facilities. We had a capacity of 125,000 students, but in reality, our population is under 80,000 students. So this board have had to make hard decisions, closing schools, merging schools, to try to get more resources into the classroom and deal with some of our legacy costs. This board has also worked directly with the union to deal with healthcare costs, which is increasing by 9 to 10% per year, and to deal with legacy costs. So when people say this current board is avoiding the issue, that's not true. Now, relative to the race to the top, a lot of misinformation has been given. There's no federal requirement relative to the race to the top. The race to the top is a statewide application, but only one school district in the state of Wisconsin is being asked to change its governance structure. That's MPS. In terms of the state possibility of getting the dollars, the New York Times did a study using the existing criteria on the race to the top dollar. Wisconsin ranked at the bottom. The Gates Foundation gave 15 states money that they thought would receive the race to the top dollar. Wisconsin was not one of them, because people don't think Wisconsin is going to have a good chance of getting these dollars. But even if Wisconsin do get these dollars, I don't believe it's worth taking away people's right to vote. This is one-time funding. And with one-time funding, you can't do reform with one-time funding. One-time funding, you don't base bill with one-time funding. But just that, out of the best case scenario, you get $100 million. The money has to come back through the state legislator anyway, so it's not like these funds are coming directly to the top. And then this board has a current plan. This board has adopted a strategic plan. We are dealing with issues in academic. Our math scores went up 10% in the last 3 years. As I indicated earlier, we have duplicated successful programs. We are standardized. We have reduced the reading program from 19 to 1. So we have made free and reduced breakfast. Now it's universal. We put in money where every school in the district has access to nursing services. We restored driver ed, extracurricular activities, sports, art, band. So this board has been very active. And then the last point I want to talk about is the new superintendent. We currently looking for a new superintendent. And anyone knowing a major urban district, the competition for a new superintendent is tough because everyone is looking for this person. And I hear that the current plan now is to, supporters of the takeover said the current plan is to hire somebody with the plan. Well, the current board already have a plan. And in terms of a superintendent, the current board has hired a national search firm. We allocated $225,000. That includes the money to do the search, relocation if possible, I mean if needed, and other costs. But the thing is, there's no magical, everybody looking for a magical person who can just come in and throw a wand and everything is corrected. That's not going to happen. And I said, if the plan or the supporters of a mayor takeover had a superintendent who could just come in and do that, I would say, tell the person to go through the process like everyone else. And if this person is that good, he or she will come out the top. But just to hand over a district and say, hey, we're going to take away your right to vote. And to use the argument that said, well, hey, the person in City Hall is the one most visible person, get more votes in the election. If you follow that logic, the governor should appoint the mayor because the governor, there's more votes in the governor rate. The president should appoint the governor. So when this country was found and